Hello everyone. We are the NSBM Green University undergraduate. So this is my team. Today we have to go together to present you a quick work to earn in accounting model. So we have to prepare for identify a small chocolate business as in functional requirement for what of our model computer based accounting. So today content is we have programmed to present you what we have to identify dealing with the small business after study their business model is an identify potential where we as accounting students can provide the quick with the solution to match with the expectation as in perspective of the organization common for what of our model computer based accounting. So today content is we have programmed to present you what we have to identify by dealing with the small business. After studying their business model is an identify potential where we as accounting students can provide quick with the solution to match with their expectation as in perspective of our organization. This is the simply introduction. Now our presentation continued by Dilu.
Thank you, Mahanta. Now I talk about introduction of our presentation. We choose Lizbury Chocolate Sri Lanka company as our field visit from Roy Ravendra's multiple companies. It consists of three companies. These are Lizbury Builders and Engineers, Leomet Steel Engineering Private Limited, and Lizbury Chocolate Sri Lanka. Actually, Lizbury Builders and Engineers is his startup business in 2014, and in 2017, Deshabandhu was honors with National Honorable Mention at the Roy Ravendra's National President Awards, and after he joined Army and was promoted to the rank of General in 1988. Next, I talk about Lizbury Chocolate Sri Lanka. Actually, it is famous chocolate manufacturing candy city, and it caters to suit every possible market with unique collection of white, sugar-free dark and milk chocolates in wide range of cream and flavors. And the specialty here is to always maintain the quality and taste of the product. Now I invite Sasanka to continue our presentation.
Now we can see the financial data in our selecting chocolate company. Accordingly, income statement and statement of financial positions compared to 2018-2019, there has been some decreases in 2020. Corona pandemic can be cited as the reasons affecting it. Therefore, there were several other reasons affecting the decrease in financial data of this company in the financial year 2020. It is difficult for the suppliers to deliver chocolate stock on time, difficulty in transportation facilities, and it can be seen that raw materials are not available in the stock at the right time. As a result, under the state cash flow, cash from inventory and cash from financing, there has been a reduction. Now I will invite to Thirini.
Thank you, Sasanka. When moving to the market data of Lizbury Chocolate Company, we can gather secret data of that company. This table shows the what we gather data from our field visit. In top of table, we shows the earning per week. It's be 600,000, and they earn 85,600 at a day, and they produce their production released at to the market at a week minimum only 12,000. They release their production 1,700. The total volume of production in a day 2,300. The market area based on their central bovine and near the areas they are Target market groups are intermediaries, agents, and end customer. They bind their raw materials from only the Sri Lanka, Nuvarelia, Kandy, Matale, Kurunagala, Kagala, other places they bind their ingredients. Thank you. I will invite to Hemali.
Thank you, Tilini. Now we're talking about identified issue. We have confirmed that there is a major issue with the inventory management controlling system used by this organization, which is not updating with the time of reorder. There is an issue calculating the raw material cost and production cost, and which when calculating cost have to spend more time, which is difficult to doing because they're doing it manual. When selling their products, they have an idea about the calculating profit margin and selling price, and they're doing the income calculating on manual system. Thank you.
Mali, fishbone diagram. Where identify issue is inventory update issue. Under the fishbone diagram, we can show this to the 4 parts. Under that, there are people, procedure, machine, and technology. First one is people. As identify issues under people, lack of understanding, no interesting at counting daily stock. Second one is procedure. As identifiable issues, procedure, always try to use manual system, can't update a credit and cash purchase. Third one is a machine. As identifiable issues under the machine, using poor machine technology, daily operations are difficult to handle. Last one is the technology. As identifiable issues under the technology, haven't quality part when updating, limited complaints technology access. Now I will invite to Mayank to complete our presentation.
Developing a model to Lizbury company, we concerned about the previous model that wasn't enough to calculate their main inventory cost, production cost, and inventory controlling model, and they haven't proper selling price calculation and the profit when changing with the profit margin. Use 3 tables to calculate the material. The reason to that, they have 3 variants of chocolate preparing. First one is milk chocolate. Second one is sugar free dark chocolate. Third one is white chocolate. Each chocolate substitution material cost we calculate. In this cell, we shows the when production chocolate, we can change the production variation. Firstly, bottom of this table, I describe milk chocolate kilograms, how many they prepare at one time. We use the sprint button show the with the changing of production, we can calculate easily total cost. In this bottom of table, we enter the 4 main materials. They are choco beans, choco butter, sugar, milk powder, and others. This is the price of the current as 1 kilogram. This is changed with the current time. This row shows the weight of favoration when preparing the chocolate types. This row shows the weight from each kilogram, how use the kilograms with the percentage. We use the this cell and multiply using this cell, calculate the kilograms. This is row shows the cost of each material, and this cell shows total cost of milk chocolate production material cost. As well as these 2 tables are calculate the raw material cost. The difference of each table, weight of uses only the change, and according to the change in rate of production weight, cost are also changing. Then I move to the production cost of chocolate. We enter the above calculation of raw material and then enter the labor cost and indirect cost of production. Using sum function, we calculate the total production of each chocolate, and we want to calculate the cost of 1 gram. We divided from each chocolate production kilogram and get a price of 1 gram. There are 2 plates of chocolate. One is 5 gram bar and another one is 102 gram bar. So we can calculate the each bar production cost. Then I move to the VLOOKUP function. According to VLOOKUP function, we use VLOOKUP and sum function. We calculate the total labor cost and total other direct cost and overhead cost. You can see the we also use the VLOOKUP to these two tables. Easily then we can calculate the total labor cost and total other overhead cost and other indirect cost. Then we move to the selling price and the profit margin sheet. This table shows the selling price and profit, how we calculate. In this row, we can enter the per unit cost. Then with the customer requested, we can change the quantity. At this time, we use the sprint button. Automatically, then we can calculate the production cost, profit and selling price. If we want to get a higher profit, we can change the profit margin using sprint button. So automatically we can calculate the selling price with the changes of quantity and changes of profit margin. I think this is very suitable to that company, and I like to invite Mayantha to describe remaining part of our model. Thank you.
Thank you, Tilini. This slide describes a small summary in the business. What are the raw material and how much production cost. If the organization want to calculate quickly total production cost, we can use sum function. If the organization want to calculate maximum production cost, we are use the maximum function. If the organization want to calculate quickly minimum production cost, we are use minimum function. If the organization want to calculate quickly average production cost, we are use average function. So these are the function in this slide. This page describe inventory control modeling. So here it was hoped to introduce a method to easily identify the time to reorder when the stocks are running out. Items are cocoa beans, cocoa butter, sugar, milk powder and other material. And we are adding the if function and sprint button in the develop inventory control modeling. You can see cocoa beans pre-order time is a 700. You can see 700. And you can see the sprint button changing the 600, 500 in this type reorder. Now you can see in the kilogram is changing 800, 900. In this time, enough stock. So this is the if function and sprint button we are using inventory control modeling. Now you can describe pivot table. So in this pivot table we using in this developing system because pivot table is can summarize information select field of the data sources. Example, in this system we want to summarize information raw material and total production cost. If you want, we can get this summarized information as a column you can drag. Want we can get this summarized information as a row, you can drag this area. If you want, we can get this summarized information as a filter, you can drag this area.